Under the theme Uncovering Facts, Strengthening Integrity Through Journalism, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, LACC, with support from the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and funding from the United Nations Peacebuilding Fund, UNPBF, hosted a 2-day media training workshop aimed at enhancing investigative journalism in Liberia.
This training is a strategic step toward deepening the collaboration between the Press Bureau of Liberia, civil society organizations, and the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission in the ongoing fight against corruption. This workshop is a collective investment in knowledge, partnership, and public integrity. We recognize that journalists and CSO play a critical role in building a transparent and accountable society. They are not just observers, they are active participants in shaping governance, protecting public interest, and giving voice to their communities.
Strengthening integrity through journalism, uncovering the facts, speaks directly to the heart of our collective mission. As a commission, we firmly believe that empowering citizens and communities through access to information and investigative journalism is one of the most effective ways to fight corruption and promote accountability. Journalists are not just storytellers, they are watchdogs, change agents, and defenders of truth and integrity.
I'm Christina Sompon, Station Manager, Radio Kakata, Maggie County. Basically, my views about these 2 days training is I see it as an eye-opener for journalists, especially for the investigative journalism, because we know that you can give out what you don't have. So coming here to acquire insight about how to go on reporting some critical issues, especially when it comes to corruption in the country, I see it as a basic tool that journalists, to empower journalists to enhance their work, to go out there, to use some of these skills to at least report on corruption issues, because we know that reporting some of these critical issues is life-threatening, because when you are reporting against ills in the society, definitely you are going to be a target. You will be a target for reporting issues that people are constantly doing, but we know they are not good. So these 2 days have been an eye-opener and an opportunity for journalists, for me as a manager, even to sit on the radio to talk about issues for the livelihood of the community, the people who we are serving.
My name is Yawa Jave. I am an investigative journalist of Frontier Africa, assigned in Liberia County. Well, for the last 2 days, there have been an eye-opener for journalists, especially those involved with investigative journalism. Basically knowing about the functions, the different tools about the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, their functions, how journalists can acquire information from them, how journalists can be able to use the knowledge here to advocate for transparency and accountability in Liberia. And then one of the key things that we're also doing here is the different tools that we can use to acquire information, the do's and don'ts of investigative journalism.
This project, titled Empowering Citizens and Communities to Foster Social Accountability and Transparency in Governance and Public Service Delivery, is not merely a training section, it is a movement. A movement toward equipping Liberian journalists with the tools, knowledge, and support they need to shine light where darkness persists. We are deeply grateful to our partners, UNDP, UN Women, the Peacebuilding Fund, Integrity Watch Liberia, and the Press Union of Liberia for walking the path with us Your consistent support confirms the importance of collaborative efforts in combating corruption at all levels of society. And to the President and the Press Union of Liberia, we take notes of your remarks and we will seal this relationship going forward. We consider you as a partner in the fight against corruption, and we do not take this partnership lightly. To the participants, I urge you to seize this opportunity, not just to learn, but to lead with courage, curiosity, and commitment to truth. Not to be biased in your reporting, but to report the facts. Let this moment mark the beginning of a new era for investigative journalism in Liberia, one that strengthens democratic governance, protects public resources, and restores public trust. Thank you so much for taking up your time to be here with us in these 2 days, and we look forward to the outcomes this engagement will yield for our country, Liberia. Thank you.
We thank the LACC for recognizing that when it comes to freedom of the press and expression and the role of the media in Liberia, the role of the media, for example, in the fight against corruption, the PUL is a preeminent institution. Now, to this training on investigative journalism and anti-corruption, we should say it is a laudable initiative. The fight against corruption has not been yielding the desired results as expected by the public. Therefore, it is good that the LACC and UNDP are now thinking about involving the media with the start of the conduct of this investigative journalism and anti-corruption training.
The workshop brought together 30 journalists, 2 from each of Liberia's 15 counties, and 15 representatives from civil society organizations, CSOs. Facilitators included experts from the LACC, the Press Union of Liberia, UNDP, and a team of legal and media professionals.
This initiative stands as a model for inclusive governance and citizen-driven accountability. UNDP remains committed supporting the Liberian efforts to combat corruption and build a society grounded in justice, transparency, and equity.